S-double-E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might go to bed, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, 'cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's Zach Moss, who played high school football downstate near Miami. And they'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 24, Ryan. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Ryan. That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards there, a first down. Partner, he just surpassed 60,000 career passing yards. I remember when you and I were there when he hit 50, now 60. Where does this stop?
I don't know where it stops, but how did we even calculate this one, right? Long division? New math? Using abacus?
I trusted you. You're smarter than I am.
My calculator shorted out on this one. 60,000 yards.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end the series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It is certainly change in terms of this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
On third down, Ryan. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Jaguars had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run with Etienne. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
A first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's James Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he's got Pierce. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. A throw on the money there to Doolin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. James Cook with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. To throw on 2nd and 6, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022. But the two-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Etienne. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Now Ryan on first down. And this one complete to Doolin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Ryan. Try to lay one up deep.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie.
And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On first down, Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Lawrence will throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Ryan. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot.
No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. On the return, here's Agnew. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. Ready to go. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Rodgers to return it. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And some space here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They run again on 1st down. Cook will get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again, it's Cook.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They go play action with Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Josh Allen accumulated 7.5 sacks last season to lead Jacksonville and their rebuilding defense. Not quite the Pro Bowl season he had as a rookie. They expect him to continue to blossom and is a future All-Pro.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A solid stiff arm. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Cook is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Ryan. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Cook up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Ryan to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And that'll keep this a one-point game. And right now, just absolute anguish on that visiting sideline.
It came down to one kick, a chance to steal one on the road, but you could feel the pressure, couldn't you? And the pressure enveloped him on that one. Forced a missed kick.
And the crowd went wild. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They play turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So for Jacksonville, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.